Microplastics in Pollinators by Nevin Johnson. Oops. What are microplastics? When we hear plastic pollution, we often think of bottles floating in the ocean, but a hidden threat is much smaller: microplastics. These tiny plastic pieces are less than 5 millimeters in size, and they originate from the breakdown of larger plastic debris or are manufactured intentionally, like in cosmetic products. Today, they are literally everywhere, in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and even inside our bodies. How do microplastics spread? Microplastics travel easily. Wind can carry them across continents. Rivers and oceans distribute them globally. Even agricultural lands are not spared, as microplastics from wastewater sludge are used as fertilizer. This global spread means nearly no environment is free from contamination. Why focus pollinators? Pollinators, especially bees, are essential to our survival. They help reproduce over 3/4 of the world's crops and nearly all flowering plants. Economically, their contribution is estimated to be up to $577 billion annually. Without them, food supplies would drastically fall, prices would rise, and ecosystems would collapse. Recent discovery: microplastics in bees. Science have recently discovered that bees ingest microplastics while collecting nectar and drinking from contaminated water sources. Plastic particles have been found embedded in their guts and brains. This is a relatively new area of research, but is already raising serious alarms. How microplastics harm bees. Microplastics cause physical damage to bees' digestive systems and impair their immune systems, making them more vulnerable to disease. They also interfere with the bee's ability to learn and remember fluorescence, a skill critical for successful foraging. Over time, this leads to higher death rates and weaker bee colonies. Case study: memory disruption in bees. In 2024 study at the University of Sussex, researchers trained bees to associate a scent with the reward of sugar water. Bees exposed to microplastics forgot the scent much faster than unexposed bees. This means they became less effective at finding food, a devastating problem for both the bees and the plants relying on them for pollination. A larger environmental impact. The ripple effect is enormous. Less efficient pollination leads to smaller harvest. Over time, this could result in reduced food availability and increased costs for fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Our entire food system is interconnected with pollinators, so protecting them protects us. How scientists study microplastic pollution. To understand the problem better, scientists are using field sampling, examining bees, honey, and even the flowers they pollinate. Lab experiments expose bees to different microplastic concentrations to see the effects. They also use satellite imaging to track major pollution hotspots and studying how plastics can alter insect DNA over a generation. Proposed solutions. One solution is cutting plastic waste at its source. Many countries have already banned microbeads. Expanding these bans and promoting biodegradable alternatives could help. Some researchers are even developing bacteria and enzymes that can break plastics down naturally. Protecting pollinators directly. Another approach is protecting pollinators more directly. Farms could minimize plastic use and avoid plastic-based fertilizers. Restoring natural habitats gives bees safer places to forage. Education campaigns can also teach communities how their daily choices impact pollinators. Real-world success stories. Some places already taking action. France has started regulating plastic use in farming. New Zealand has created pollinator reserves for where plastics are banned. The European Union funds research projects that can focus on both protecting bees and reducing environmental plastic contamination. Conclusion: why it matters. Microplastics represent a silent but devastating threat to pollinators and, by extension, our food supply. It's clear that urgent action is needed at the government level, community level, and personal level. Protecting pollinators means securing a healthy, sustainable future for all of us.